This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's my pleasure to be here helping you with playing the guitar. In this video, we're going to work on 5 different chord progressions together that use slash chords. So we've been learning slash chords lately in the lesson series. A couple videos ago, I introduced and explained slash chords. In the last couple videos, we've worked on some chord progressions, jammed on some songs that use slash chords. Now here in this video, we're going to do 5 more chord progressions that use slash chords, so it's going to be great. This video accompanies lesson 18 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. In the book, we're going to be on pages 127 and 128. We're going to do songs 34, 35, 36, 37, and 38. We're going to be jamming together on those. Of course, as we're jamming together on those, we're going to be jamming with the band. So I have created a band track for these. So as we're strumming the chords, we're going to be playing right along with the bass and drums, which makes it super fun. Before we do that, though, I'm going to go over the slash chords that we're going to be using with these chord progressions that I haven't gone over before. So any chords you come across that I've gone over before that aren't up here on the board, you got the little diagrams there that can help remind you how to do them, or you can check out the previous videos. I'm just going to go over the new ones that we haven't done yet. Then I also will review us on the strumming patterns that we're going to use, and then we'll be off to jamming on these progressions. So let's go ahead and take a look at F over C. So we have that C note that sits at the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So all we have to do is put an F chord over top of that. So with ring and then pinky at that 3rd fret on those 2 strings, middle and index, we can play our F chord that we would normally play on the top 4 strings, moving that ring finger lower by 1 string and then adding our pinky in its place, and we get F over C. So ring and pinky at the 3rd fret on the 4th and 5th strings. Middle is at that 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and index plays the top 2 strings at the 1st fret, and we have F over C. So that's an easy one. Probably it's not too bad if you're good at playing that F chord. All you got to do is move that ring finger and add in that pinky for F over C. A little cheat to it also would be to play the full 6th string bar chord, but only strum the top 5 strings. Or you might notice the only difference between that and playing that full 6th string bar chord is we've just moved our bar to those top 2 strings. So F over C. Dsus over E. We haven't gone over sus chords yet. We're going to be going over sus chords very, very soon in the lesson series. But we need this chord to play one of the progressions that we have. So Dsus over E. There's a couple different ways you can actually play it, but with this one we got index and middle at that 2nd fret, and then ring and pinky at the 3rd fret on the top 2 strings. So index, middle, ring, and pinky, and we just play those top 4 strings. That's a great way to play it. You can actually, with this one, strum all 6 strings if you wanted to, but sometimes that gets a little bit deep, a little muddy, so it's just the top 4 strings. Sometimes when I'm playing this one, I'll actually just, depending on where I'm coming from, use my index finger across these 2 notes and then add my ring and pinky. You could also just use your ring finger and you could do a couple little bars there. So that's a couple ways to play that D sus over E. We'll be learning about those sus chords in future videos, so it's going to be great. Now, if we come over to the G over C, which really lines up, I should have maybe gone that way, but G over C, all we've got to do is catch that C note at the 3rd fret on the 3rd string and catch that G note that happens at the 3rd fret on the top string, play the rest of the ones open in between, and we get C over G. Of course, G over C. With this one, if you mute that 4th string, it is okay. It doesn't have to ring, but it is kind of nice when you get it in there. You get that G over C chord happening. With the D over G, we've got that G at that 3rd fret on the 6th string. So all I got to do is put a D chord over that. The way that is put on up here on the board is index, middle, ring, and pinky. So index, middle, ring, and pinky. And then we mute the 5th string, but the open 4th string. Now, sometimes that's a little harder to get to, and I actually just go ahead and bar with my index finger across the top 3 strings and put my middle and ring fingers. That's another way to play it. And then that middle finger easily mutes this 5th string. So G over G. So those are the new ones that we've done. If you come across, and you are going to come across some that I've covered in the last couple videos, with depending on which chord progression you're playing, then you can flip back, but you've also got the little diagram there to remind you for each one of these. Let's look at the strumming patterns. With number 34, it's easy. It's that common down, down, up, down, up. So we're so familiar with that one. With number 35, you got the down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. 1, 2, da 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 da. So just like that. That one's kind of fun. And when we go over to the next page, we do numbers 36 and 37. We're back to the down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, which is pretty easy there. And then when we do number 38, we're back to the down, down, up, down, up. Remember with the down, down, up, down, up, when we have 2 chords per bar, you're going to switch chords on that first up. So down, down, switch, down, down, switch the chords. So if I was going from G to C, how that would work. Okay, with all of that little introductory information and help, let's go ahead and play these. Remember that you can mute the strings and just work on the strumming. You can let the strumming go and just work on fingering the chords. If you're having trouble going from one chord to the next, it's a good idea to pause the video and just go back and forth between those 2 chords. So for G to C, if you're having trouble, just work back and forth between G to C. And then C to F over C. So just get used to going back and forth between the chords. That's a great exercise to do as you're working on these. Alright, it's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and play them. Alright, awesome, and that wraps us up with the video lessons that go with Lesson 18 in the Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 Method book. In the next video, we're going to go on to Lesson 19. We're going to start working on sus chords, or suspended fourth chords, or suspended four chords, sus four chords. Those are different names for the same thing. We'll learn about those, play some cool voicings. It's going to be super fun. Take care, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.